Welcome back to the Humble Market Timer YouTube channel. If you enjoy the content, once again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today's video, I want to do something else pretty quick, but I wanted to do it on the ticker DG, which is the Dollar General. I thought it was a very compelling and interesting chart that told a much bigger story. And I wanted to just briefly go over it with you to kind of let you know some of my thoughts, and maybe it can help you in your thought process as well. Real quickly, here's my disclaimer. I won't leave it up long. Once again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Once again, I mentioned that this is a very interesting chart because I think it tells the story on three factors. One, it tells how strong technicals are. I think it also tells a huge story about the Dollar General company itself. And I also think it tells a story about the overall macro environment, the macroeconomic environment as a whole. And it's rare that you can find one chart in one company that tells so many stories so strongly. That's the main reason why I chose this particular company, this particular chart. As you can see, the Dollar General has been on a bit of a tear for a while, and then it had hit a slid the last 2 years. It really hit overdrive back in 2018 and made a huge move. But as you can see, in the last 2 years, the stock has pretty much cratered. And it's a bit ironic because in those last 2 years, the stock market has been booming. We've made new highs. And things have been going great in the overall market. But for this particular company, it hasn't been the case. And there's some individual factors as to why Dollar General has struggled. There's some things like there's been change in management. There's been some new competition that has come up. Things like Temu has really taken the world by storm and has taken some market share. So those things have played a role. But there's another thing that's, I think, a bigger role that the chart sort of displays, and I'll get into a little bit later. But I did a couple of trend lines that I wanted to make note of. I first did a uptrend line from the start of when the company IPO'd, and it hit some lower boundaries on the chart, and I extended it out all the way to now and a little bit beyond. And you can kind of see that it hit and bounced at certain points in the past 2 years. I also did another trend line that represented a breakout and support from that initial push when the stock really took off after it initially IPO'd. And then I did one more line that showed the decline from back in the start of January of 2022 all the way to now. And as you can see, it has been like a wall that this stock will not cross. The price action will not cross this line, and it has held steady and strong for now 2 whole years. From a technical standpoint, I also want to make note, and I've mentioned this in other videos, look at the symmetry in which we had the breakout and the parabolic move up, and look at how symmetrical the move has been on the way down. And that is a common thing that you will see in charts and how stocks move when they run up and when they come back down. It just kind of shows you that there's a method to the drop. It's not random ticks. It's strategically staying within a certain price point to give you a nice line to go by so you can really see when there's a change, a sea change in the company and the price movement. And those are things that you can really only see when you zoom out and look at the price action over an extended period of time. This particular view is on a monthly view. And as you can see, you can really see the story of the company from its inception as an IPO to now. And as I mentioned, the stock has really struggled the last 2 years in spite of the overall market booming. And the reason that is because Dollar General is considered to be a sort of a recession-proof stock. It's a discount retailer, and those types of companies tend to thrive when there's economic turmoil or when we're going through a recession. And what I think is interesting to note is that the stock has finally found some support against that long-term trend line and support from which the stock initially broke out of many years ago. And if you also notice, the last 2 months have been positive and green and has gone up for Dollar General. Whereas the opposite has occurred in the overall market. If you notice, the overall market over since the start of 2025 has come down. But as you can see, Dollar General has gone up. And what this is telling you is that Dollar General is going to be one of those companies and one of those stocks that you need to keep in the back of your head if there happens to be a huge fall in the stock market. A huge fall in the stock market can be caused by many different things, a recession, economic problems. All those things can cause issues and cause the stock market to drop. But Dollar General is known sort of as a defensive play because in times of recession and in times of economic turmoil, people tend to tighten those purse strings a little bit tighter, and they tend to flock to more of those discount retail chains. And I do believe that if the market continues to fall, or if there continues to we tend to get more negative economic data, you will finally see this trend line that has acted as a brick wall finally break, and you will see a move up in Dollar General, while the majority of stocks that have been hot and have been the stocks to buy in this recent uprun, those stocks will come down and you will see Dollar General's price go up. So keep that in mind. I think you will probably see, just to kind of give you a hint of what maybe will happen with the stock, you'll probably see it run up to this uptrend line right here. It may either get rejected there and then come back down, or it may break through and then come back down and then possibly work its way up, where you can also see the symmetry that has occurred from this side of the line. You may very well see that same action on the other side of the line on its way up, because again, there tends to be symmetry when there is significant drops in prices for companies, or there's significant rises in prices for companies. So keep that in mind. You see the RSI is really low right here on the monthly. It doesn't always mean that the stock will bottom at that point, but it's definitely something that you need to keep your eye on and keep this in your basket of stocks to possibly go to. If we do have a market that all of a sudden turns negative overall, this will be a company that may give you gains and may thrive when others are struggling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you like the video and like the information, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.